Previously, in my role as education service agreement coordinator, it was pretty daunting, like reaching out to each individual school board and having to educate each individual school board. It wasn't only like exhausting having to re-educate all the time, but it was also like really redundant where, I'd be having the same conversations in four different rooms. With this approach, we brought all those surrounding school districts that we have students attending, and we brought them all into the same table. And a big part of that started off with like relationship building and cultural awareness and just getting to know each other as human beings. There's a lot of laughter in the rooms usually, a lot of humor. And so it's assisted us that way where we're not having to, always repeat ourselves and reinvent the wheel, but it's also created room for, cross-district collaboration between those school boards as well and best practices for supporting Indigenous students. In my previous role, through these ESAs, like I'd go and deliver language programming in the schools. And so it wasn't just Tsuut'ina students attending those. We had other Indigenous and non-Indigenous students who were also taking in that learning and benefiting from that as well. And so the spin-off effects it has had on like the wider school communities of the nation has been pretty cool to see. And even seeing like long-term superintendents from other school districts saying like, I've worked for the school district like 30 plus years and I've never seen this kind of conversation taking place. So that's really hopeful.
When you look at how traditionally, how decisions were made, within Indigenous communities and Indigenous clans and tribes, there were no, everyone had a role, everyone had a specific role and working toward, that shared goal and that shared common understanding and, being a part of a team. So when you look at how we all come together, everyone has their role, but everyone also has a voice and they have, a say in how the service agreements are going to be shaped and, what's going to come of the service agreements, so that it's not just a checking off boxes or transaction of funds. When you create that space for people to come together, you eliminate those titles. And you can have, moccasins on the ground, frontline workers talking to superintendents, talking to chief superintendents, talking to directors, talking to district leaders, to principals, because we all serve students. And that's the end goal, with the service agreements, is to serve our students. I can't emphasize that enough.